Greetings, YouTube faithful. It's your boy James here again with another unboxing of Masters of the Universe action figures video. This is all I'm filming right now until I get into the other aspects of opening the store, which it is December now, like 10 days before Christmas, and I hope to have the store open by spring, maybe a little earlier than that. Maybe like February, but it's going to take a while for the rest of my inventory to get here, and I need to set up a couple of internet accounts to manage the online store. And if you want to know more about that, I'll make videos about that too. But right now we're going to unbox some toys. Okay, so we have two boxes, a little one and a big one. Let's go for the little one. I'm pretty sure I know what's in it. This one's coming from Peoria Avenue in Peoria, Arizona, not Illinois. Peoria, Arizona. Came a long way. Okay. This is proper. There's no tape holding it tight, because that can cause pressure. So it's better when it's just wrapped like this with no tape holding it. And this, let's look at the card. It's an Evelyn, yellow skin Evelyn. It's got, use the specular. It's got some veining right there in that corner that's been bent. It's got some veining right there. That corner is also a little bent. Let's look at the bottom corners. That one is terrible, and that one is terrible. So I think I paid $12 for this, and in the package that it is now, I probably shouldn't charge more than 15 or 20 for it. It can go 25, 30, and some people even charge more than that, but don't pay more than like $25 for this figure, because you can easily get it for about 15 to 20 most of the time. A little higher, a little closer to 20 most of the time, but I mean, there are some out there that are a little bit below that, closer to 15 or 13, 12, something like that range. Yeah, so Evelyn. Actually, let's take a look at the Evelyn that I have. I think there's a difference. Okay, no, these are the same. For some reason, I thought this Evelyn was different from this Evelyn, but they're the same. There is something about the knees. I think these have the old knees. See how wide they are? See how wide that is? Right there. The new knees are sculpted as a kneecap, and it's smaller at the end right there. So it looks like a kneecap, and they look a lot better. But the old knees are okay too. I can see why they wanted to replace them though. So there's that. So we have a new to us, Evelyn. I'll put that there. Let's open the big box. This one's going to take a while, folks. I was thinking maybe it might not be wise to do these hour-long videos where I just take figure after figure out of the box. But I like to do this, and I'm just sharing that with you guys because I love when I get a new box of toys. I can't wait to see what's inside. I've ordered so many lots and stuff that I don't know which ones are which and when they're coming and when they're not, even though eBay has documentation of all that. In the end, you don't really know, keeping track, like exactly which ones are coming. So let's open the big box. There we go. All right, big box of toys. This one's even marked heavy. It's not really that heavy. It's cumbersome, but not heavy. Because it's really just action figures. Right. Gotta be careful when you do that. I gouged the shit out of the top of the Snake Mountain that I got in the mail the other day, and so that's like $8 off because the box isn't perfect. These seem to be packed well. There's this layer of bubbles, and they're all facing down. Okay, I see a couple of strained corners. Here's Sunman. Sunman is featured, actually, for some reason. This is the comic that comes with the anti-Eternia He-Man, and it is about Sunman kicking his ass. And here is Sunman himself. This is what he looks like. Sunman with his magical melanin skin. Unpunched, but it has a bad corner. We can probably fix that. It's not even veined, it's just bent. It's not bent bad. So, I mean, we can probably just bend that back with our fingers or lay it down flat on its back. You can't see what I'm doing, but I laid the figure flat down on its back, and I'm pressing down on the corner. So there's a Sunman. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, okay. Another Jitsu. This one has a bad corner too. And we know these normally, I'm finding a lot of them for $15, $16, and $17. That's about a third of the results you'll get if you look for Jitsu. The rest are 20 and above. You might even find one or two where he's $12, $13. Jump on those if you can get them. Jitsu, who's actually more popular than I thought. Oh, okay. We have another Sunman. This one's in better condition. Yeah, this one's in a lot better condition. It has a tiny issue with that corner. I don't even know if you can see it. That corner is slightly bent. And I know you're like, some of you are probably like, does this matter? In the end, it all depends on what you're going to do with the figure. Some people want the box to at least look mostly fine. That's what I'm trying to offer. Boxes that are like 90 to 100% good. Anything lower than that, I might not sell. I might just use it as a prize or just put it in my own collection or something like that. But, yeah, I want to give, or at least offer them, like, sell them damaged, you know, like reduced price for damaged container. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I see something. This is the Stratos I don't like because he's skin colored. His fur, I mean, he's got hair, look at his chest, but it's all skin colored hair. And I know that's probably the way he looked in the mini comic, and that's cool if you want one from the mini comic, but I don't think these mini comic figures are as popular as their traditional counterparts. Like the gray Stratos from the main run of the toys and the cartoons is a lot more popular than this Stratos. And he costs more, but you'd think since this one is less common, he would cost more, but it's not true that. It's not like that. Yeah, he's got some wavy gravy going on right there. That's going to take a little bend. Not even, doesn't really help, does it? And these boxes are just weird. You got to be careful with them because, like I said before, the glue that holds the blister pack on likes to rot, likes to dry rot. Oh, okay. Buzzsaw Hordak, unpunched Buzzsaw Hordak, and he's in really good condition. He's got like, I mean, it's bent a little. There, it's not. And then there's that one. We'll bend that back. And there's a vein, so I will have to mention that. You see the vein right there? I will have to mention that. I would be amiss not to do that as a seller, because there are sellers that don't do that. I know, because you've been with me as I've unboxed some broken stuff. Here's a buzz off. And he's in relatively perfect condition. He's got that tiny bend in the corner right there. Okay, there's a bend there. But all in all, I mean, the top is pretty straight. It's like 98%. This one. He's 98%. Oh, we got another Jitsu. He is unpunched. He has a little veining right here, but we're just going to skip over that because this would take forever if I just go into detail for all of them. Finally, here's a King Randor I can sell. Actually, now that I look at it, his package is messed up too. Look at that. Look at that. So, instead of charging like $35 for this, I should probably charge $20. When I paid about, I think for this lot, it ranges, depends on the lot, but I'm trying to keep it at $12 to $15 per figure, if I can find them for that. Because there's no sense in paying any more than that, because you can't mark them up that much. No one's going to buy it if you jack the price up. Oh, this is my lot from the Big Bad Toy Store. Big shout out to the Big Bad Toy Store. You can buy them from them instead of me, but the thing is, they were running a sale that's temporary. So I bought figures on sale that won't be on sale in the future because it's Christmas. Another skin tone Stratos in a great box. Here's another Sunman. I think I got 8 Sunmen. Because I want people to be able to get a Sunman. He's cool. He's as cool as He-Man. He's stronger than He-Man. And he's black. So he's like the perfect hero right now. So he's kind of the hero everybody needs. So more people should become familiar with Warriors, Rulers of the Sun line of Masters of the Universe. Let's see if we can find his planet. Oh, it doesn't even say anything about him on the back. Well, usually there's a little blurb. Oh, at the top it says, with magical melanin skin. See, I'm not making this up. With magical melanin skin, Sunman brings the light, shining brighter on all worlds when all good people unite. So there it is, magical melanin. His skin allows him to harness the power of the sun. He probably kicks Superman too. Here's another Sunman. I'm just going to skip over that. We're going to quickly glance. I'm quickly glancing. There's some issues right there on the bottom. Right there. It's just little. I mean, you might not even be able to see it in the camera. It's just ever so slightly, like the paper is ever so slightly like pushed. But for all in all, it's flat. It is flat. This is fine, and it's unpunched. For some reason, unpunched, you can add like $10 to its value. Here's one of my 10, because I'm waiting on 10 Anti-Eternia He-Man. He's another figure I want everybody to have. He's so interesting, not only because he's a mold of He-Man, but the character himself is just a cool idea. He's just cool, and he looks cool. And I haven't yet intermixed any of my figures. I really haven't opened my own figures. I've opened a few, But there's a lot of them that I haven't opened yet for my own collection, and I plan on like taking my He-Skeletor and my Anti-Eternia He-Man and my Faker and my Wondar and mixing all their parts up and trying to come up with a new character. Here's another Stratos. I think I got 4. That makes 3. And it's a little damaged. But, you know, I didn't pay very much for these, so I think I paid $9 for the Stratos, $8 for the Sunman, and Sunman sells for like $20, $25 on the good end, and like $35, $45 on the high end. There's the Sorceress, unpunched. It looks like some of her glue is bad because the paper is sticking out right there. So I'm gonna, yeah, see that? Okay, so what I do in this case, this might not be what you should do, but this is what I think you should do. This would be better if I sealed it, but you got to do it with like a little tiny super glue or something, because the box itself is in great condition. It's not really bent, as you can see. It's just got that little give right there, and we want to push that back up in and seal it off so that it's sellable, because I've already got one Sorceress and I don't want another one, and her box was ruined. Okay, let's take Stratos. Give him a once over. He looks fine. Card looks fine. Let's see, Anti-Eternia He-Man. Anti-Eternia He-Man. I'm going to have to offload some of these. Okay, so this one has a one of these. There's not a lot of packing in between these figures. They just piled them in the box. Really willy-nilly, too. They're just piled into the box. So I'm a little disappointed in that, because they're supposed to be like a professional toy store. This one is open because of the glue. So I'm going to have to set these to the side, fix them. And let's see, let's check this one. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He's got a little divot right there. I don't think it really matters. Right there. But straight. As straight as can be anyway. Oh, look, what do we find here? Look at that. Look at that. Yep. Okay, so I had planned on, since I paid like 10 or 11 for these, I had planned on selling them for like 25. But I think on ones that have little issues like this is like a 95%. So I will sell it for 95% of what I would have charged. So something like $15, $20. eBay takes 12%. So you have to include that in your figures. In your ciphering. Here's a buzz off. Okay, he's relatively okay. He's got one issue there. You know, right there. He's got another issue. But they're down here on the bottom. The edges are okay. There's a little divot right there. I'm probably a little more discerning than the average seller, obviously, because some of these things are just packed with no love. No love. Here's another sort of open Anti-Eternia He-Man. I'll have to seal that. Let me move some of these figures that I've already Don't drop them. Please don't drop them. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay. Got one stack. There's another stack. Sorry this is taking so long. I'm not going to edit this. Okay, we have a little more room to work. Okay, what do we got? Ooh. Another sorceress. Kind of open. That seems to be a thing. See that? It's kind of open. Otherwise, I don't see anything wrong with it at all. Unpunched. Yeah, so, I mean, it bothers me. It probably is okay. I mean, it survived being shipped to me, but I don't want people getting substandard anything. I don't want their toys to be unsafe in transit. Let's take a few anti-Eternia He-Man out. Is he closed? He is closed. Okay. Closed, unpunched. That's great. So that's a good one. Is he closed? Yes, he's closed at the bottom. Let's look around the edge. Just go around the edge and look. Roll it around if you want to make it fancy. Just check all the edges out. He's fine. Here's another one. Is he closed? No, he is not. Check it out. That is open. So we'll put him with the ones we need to glue. And just so you know, I maxed out 2 credit cards to start this venture. And now I have like just enough money to pay for my YouTube or for my eBay seller account, and maybe if they charge at UPS for a business account, even though eBay also offers some services to sellers that pay for the membership. You can certainly start an account for free, and you're limited to 250 listings. But if you're not a member, you don't get a lot of benefits. I don't really know them all, but one of the benefits is that they help you with shipping, and they give you tools to keep track of all your metrics. So, yeah, I see some interesting stuff in here. I can't wait to get to it. So bear with me, guys. Just trying to get these figures. So we got, let's see, another anti-Eternia He-Man. It has a messed up corner. It's kind of okay because we didn't pay a lot for these. However, I expected from a toy store to not have abused. Well, I mean, they do have. The thing is, it's probably my fault for choosing standard. They have levels of quality at the Big Bad Toy Store. And I chose standard, which is for regular everyday traders, regular collectors. Then there's collector level, which is like perfect boxes, completely flawless in every way. And people like to have those so they can charge the most for them, or they can put them in their collections and say it's worth the absolute most. This one is closed at least, but it's got that corner. But he's closed. Let's look at this one. Yeah, another bent corner. But he's closed, and he's been punched, or the punch has fallen out. Doesn't really matter. It's in good condition, so. Here's one unpunched, and he's open. So many of these are open. becoming a pain because I probably have 2/3 of my inventory right now, maybe half, and we are like, yeah, running out of space to to store them. So storage space would be a thing you should probably have, but I'm starting from nothing, and I don't have the money to rent a storage space, so I'm dealing with it as best I can. I like having the toys around, so okay, we got some figures. Okay, it's a couple of Sunmen. This is going to be a great figure. Sunman. He's not open. He's got a little bend. So you see what I'm dealing with here. There's another Sunman. That click you heard was the blister. This is called a blister pack. Shell. It was misshapen from being pressed into the box. It had some irregularities that pop back into shape. Is he open? Nope, he's closed, unpunched. Little bit of bend, but I mean, it's not terrible. So these are standard. This is what you get when you get standard. So you can't really expect to turn around and charge like $45 and $50 for most of your figures. Two more Sunmen. These look in a lot better condition. Let's see. Is he open? No, he's closed. He's got an extra. His box is funny because he's got this thing, and they had to make a special box for him. And even though they did that, they don't charge more for him. So that's pretty neat. Unpunched. He's not open. Yeah, so there's that. Just a couple more figures. Well, not a couple. There's about 6, 7, 10. Okay, so we're getting into something. Oh, there goes a punch. I found a punch. Let's go. Let's do something. Okay, we have a punched He-Man. We're gonna. Oh, this piece goes to it. So there. Now he's unpunched again. See how that works? Notice these. See a difference? The blue label, and it says 80s on it. It says cartoon collection because he looks like the cartoon Beastman. See, he's got a lot less going on his face. Simpler, easier to draw. And he's orange, like not really red, he's more orange. But these, I have to look. I'm not going to put you through me looking this up right now. But these are just a little more. You know, you might pay $25, $30 for a Origins Beastman in the red and blue package. But for these 80s cartoon Beastman, you might pay $10 more, $5 or $10 more, and then they might appreciate in years to come. So, but I mean, he's got, see all these errors that are happening in my goods. Okay, we got another Beastman. I don't even remember buying these actually, but I'm glad I did. Unpunched, a lot better. Well, that's a little disappointing right there. I mean, you don't really have to be a perfectionist if you don't want to care like that. Oh, I feel something wrong. Look at this on the side here. You know, that goes back in like that. In the end, it's up to the person that's buying from you. It's up to them whether they want to or not. And you have no control over it. All you can do is try to offer what's best for you and best for them at the same time. It's like a balance. There's a give and take. That's got a bad corner. This is a King Randor. Gotta have a few of these, because not everybody has a King Randor. So, yeah, but it's in unpunched, and it's mostly good. It's like, if it's good from like here up, these corners, I'm not trying to say totally disregard them, but more often than not, that's the area where there's going to be pressure applied and disfigurement, malforming. This Randor is closed, unpunched. It's mostly straight, but yeah, he's got that corner. That's another Randor with a bad corner. I guess that's what they meant when they were talking about standard. They were kind of not very clear. I knew that there was a lesser quality, but like, I didn't know that the boxes were going to be mostly damaged. Here's that. Jitsu, unpunched. And we got another Randor. No, this is mini comic Trapjaw. So when he first appeared, well, this was a thing like in the 80s, especially in the very early 80s when He-Man was brand new. You could get a He-Man doll action figure. You could get a He-Man action figure. For instance, He-Man. When I got He-Man, he came with a mini comic, and in the mini comic, He-Man did not look like the He-Man toy. He had extra long hair. That was about it. His hair was way longer than it was in the toy. But like some of the other figures that appeared in the comics had a look to them that was ignored for a different concept later. But this was the first iteration of Trapjaw. See, he always like he's hardly wearing anything on his butt. He's got a lot less. I like Trapjaw with the black pants on. Come on, Trapjaw with clothes. He's still got that stupid loop in his helmet, and he does have a posable jaw. I guess for the person who wants to have everybody, you got to have one of these. But you can get by in a collection without needing a mini comic Trapjaw. I don't care for him. I'm not going to add one to my collection. Let's see. Here's another 80s cartoon Beastman. I think these were 65% off. That's why I bought so many. Here's a Randor. Let's see if he has a messed up corner. He does, but it's not quite as bad as the others. Let's look at the other corner. Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Randor. Oh, pile's getting high. Here's another mini comic Trapjaw. These seem to be in better condition. Yeah, that's in sweet condition. See how straight that is? Okay, that's bent a little bit. But like, oh, look at that. There's a divot right there. But all in all, that's like 98, 99% good. Oh, we got another Terror Claws Skeletor. I think I was getting these for like 12, and they go for like 20, 25, 30. Like I said, the sale probably will be over by the time you see this video, because I'm recording it in December, but I'm probably not going to post it for days, weeks. Here's another Terror Claws Skeletor, unpunched. There's a error right there. You see that? See that bend? Otherwise, let's see, let's take a look. That's not so bad. That isn't so bad. Yeah, I guess that does matter right there. Oh, look at that. Is that a... Oh, that's the color. That's not a dent right there. That's the color. Okay, so, yeah, Terraclaw Skeletor. Like I said, he's got that one extra hand, extra head. It's a smiley head. He's happy. Now he's mad. We've got Flying Fist He-Man. Flying Fist He-Man. Is he open? No, he's not. The cardboard looks to be in okay condition all the way around. Well, there's a little something going on right there. You see that? It's hard for me to look at this in the camera view. Yeah, $1 or $2 off. Don't even remember what he goes for. But these Hordaks, for some reason, this Hordak, the deluxe Buzzsaw Hordak, comes with an extra head. He comes with the crossbow that Hordak comes with, but he's also got these little flying Buzzsaw blades and a cape. And as opposed to the Hordak that doesn't come with all this, he still has a crossbow, I think, but I don't think he has an extra head or hands or buzzsaw blades. I think they're about the same price, like $25, $30, depending on scarcity. But I was lucky to get this one for like 14, I think, 12 or 14. And so I can sell it for 25, 30. Because it's in good condition. Okay, now we've got some vehicles. I was waiting for this. I gotta put these somewhere safe. Okay. God, I just can't. There's all these figures. So let's phone's about to fall out of the case. Okay, let's be careful. What do we have? Prince Adam and the Sky Sled, which is a cool name for a band. This box feels great. It's smooth. It's not bent over itself. They at least had that much respect. The edges are good. I'm seeing some of these corners for the first time with you. This is a flap. This flap opens up. Yeah, this is in great condition. So let me put that back in there. I have another one. I think this is these ended up being in better condition. And I think I was getting these for like 15 or 18, and you can sell them for 25, 35, depending on where you sell them and who to. What type of person you are. Some people charge more than that, but I don't see any point in just taking advantage of people when they're buying toys from you. I don't see the point. I mean, the point to some people is money, but like, it's better to just do good business than it is to cheat people, because good business brings more attention than cheating people. Okay, so I found one of these on the ground, and I'm going to find out which figure it goes to and stick it back in there. So here's a Road Ripper. It says Ground Ripper, but we've covered that already. Mechanic and the Ground Ripper. So let's take a look at the box. It seems to be fine. It's I wish I had more room to operate here. It seems to be fine. Look at that. Some dust on it. Good corners. They're not pounded into anything. These were probably sitting around and on a shelf, taken care of. Does that thing still come with the ripcord? Because this thing, I think, used to have a ripcord that you pull out and it would go zooming across the floor. Okay. What do we got? Oh yeah, I've been waiting to get one of these. Stridor. Stridor goes for 25, 30. If you look real hard, because like I'm telling you, you don't have to buy these toys from me. You can look really hard and probably find them, you know, for what I find them for. But you really have to dig sometimes. I can get lucky sometimes too, because these usually go for like 20. Some of them are 30, but I think I got it for 15. And there's another Stridor. Let's take them out. Let's check that one out. Last one. Ah, good. Nah, that's okay, I guess. Everything's flat. No bends in the back card. No divots taken out of the card. No dents, no holes. Shipped well. Gonna get a good review from me. So that's it for this video, guys. I am very thankful for anybody who has been following along. I'm sorry this video took 42 minutes, but I really wanted to cover each figure. I got OCD. What do you want from me? I had to finish it, and you had to see them all. So that's that. I hope you catch me on the next one, because there's a lot more stuff coming. I think I'm going to try to publish some of these videos really soon, so that I don't have to describe things, like I'm not publishing them in the videos. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Thanks for tuning in, and you have the power.